in a system that's designed for you to lose, bro, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. I made 8.5k last month, and that's not by fucking following the rules, bro. I don't mean scamming people, I don't mean fucking misleading people, but I mean trying to find all the best advantages and optimizing your lifestyle so you can succeed in every metric, bro. When it comes to making money, when it comes to building businesses, if you're not cheating and trying to find the best advantages and fast tracking that stuff, you're just not trying, bro. You just don't want it bad enough. It's as simple as that. When I first got into high ticket sales, bro, they were asking me for Loom videos, they were asking me for proof, they were asking me for this, mock calls, real calls, all that good stuff. Bro, you think I'm gonna spend 8 hours a day practicing mock calls, practicing the scripts just to get told fuck off because I don't have any experience? Nah, bro, I'm figuring my way into that shit. I was like, yeah, sweet. I made 10k last month. Found some random screenshot. Yeah, I made 10k. Yeah, not only that, bro. Yeah, here's my mock call. Here's my real calls, just straight mock calls of some random guy and the fucking one of my boys that I was practicing with. Record a mock call, close him 8.5k. Yeah, close him 8.5k. Just a fucking mock call, bro. They didn't need to know that shit. Got hired. 6 months later, made 9k in commissions, bro. 9k in commissions. Six weeks later. Sorry, 6 weeks later, 9k in commissions. In my head, I was already making 10k a month, bro. I just had to fucking force my way into the industry by making it happen through conviction. Like, if you want to manifest your desired reality, bro, manifestation isn't all this fucking pretty girl, pretty boy bullshit where you just sit and meditate and shit, bro. You have to will this shit into existence, right? You have to make it happen and force it to happen through your manifestation and through your action, through raw, serious action. Whether that's faking fucking testimonials, faking mock calls, faking results, just so you can get your way into the industry and then start. Obviously, bro, when you're in the industry, you don't want to fake anything because you will get caught out. At the beginning, when you want to actually break into an industry and break into something, you need to just figure any way possible to make it happen. And not only that, bro, you have to optimize your life, right? Like, for example, I'm 100% gonna be taking tests at some point. Realistically, like, I'm gonna be taking tests. I'm probably gonna take some fucking peptides and shit just to optimize everything to the best of its capabilities, so I can just start competing at a high level. Because, bro, the competition is fucking real. I'm out here in Bali right now, and the man with fucking super bikes with hot bitches on their back, riding around. They're all on tests. They've all got fucking tats. They're all on the hella peptides, but they're living the fucking dream. Like, realistically, bro, there's not much downside to just figuring out the best possible outcome and optimizing your entire physique, optimizing your lifestyle, optimizing everything, and figuring out ways to hack the system, bro, with glitches of the matrix. Because, bro, and the thing is, yeah, the school system teaches you, oh, cheating bad, or cheating, no, don't cheat, this and that, bro. Like, I cheated my way throughout the whole of fucking school, fam. But if you look at it, if you genuinely look at it, yeah, I had a 50% attendance. I spent my time grinding games and fucking making YouTube channels, making 2k a month through YouTube because I was trying to figure a way out. But I still had very good results in school because I wasn't trying. I had a 50% attendance. I was just fucking figuring out ChatGPT and shit and, getting distinctions through ChatGPT. But it's like, yeah, if I just, cool, there's a nerd that just spends all their time fucking writing out and studying Pythagoras theorem, studying this, studying that. They've just infiltrated their brain with all this bullshit that they're not even gonna use or don't even care about or don't even want to do. While I'm out here cheating my way through school, still getting high results, still getting the same results as these niggas, while building businesses and figuring out manifestation and trying to alter my reality for a reality that I actually want to live. Right? Because I don't want to live that reality, bro. I don't want to live in fucking the slave bot world. I need to figure out my way out of the slave bot world. So do you, bro. And you can't do it by playing fair, bro. You just can't do it by playing fair. Even stuff as simple as drinking fucking coffee, bro. You need to be drinking 5 to 10 coffees a day. That will put you at a certain level and frequency that allows you to think cognitively and make decisions fast. Right? Because if you're taking years to make decisions or you're super fucking lethargic throughout the day, how do you expect to compete with people like Alex Hormozy, people like Brandon Carter, with people like Andrew Tate? How do you expect to compete with these guys when these guys are drinking 20 coffees a day, putting themselves at a high level of cognitive abilities? You just can't compete, bro. Same as these peptide guys, right? You see all these people fucking, bro. Realistically, if I was trying to become a fitness influencer or something like that, I'd be taking hella peptides, bro. All the tests on the planet and just start selling fucking tests and peptides. That's the wave, bro. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Like, what, you're just gonna be in the sea of all these other guys doing the same bullshit content that's not gonna make you any money, or you're gonna figure out a way through by optimizing yourself so people actually want to actually listen to you. Like, I hear it, bro. I do hear it. Like, it's just how the game's built, though. Like, you're either gonna play the game or clock out of the game. Like, I know a lot of my friends clocked out of the game because of this reason. And where are they now, bro? Working 9 to 5, smoking weed, playing fucking Marvel Rivals, doing bullshit all day that they don't want to do. They're depressed. I'm living the lifestyle, bro. I'm living the life, and that's because I cheated my way into the fucking industry and I made it happen. So I'm making 8.5k throughout 8-9 months at this point, bro. And it's all because I decided to make it happen on a different wavelength. Even when I was playing Fortnite and fucking grinding out games and shit, bro. Like, all the people that were like top level of the game, they had optimized their setups, bro. They had like 300 FPS, 0% ping, 0 ping. They were just taking walls, fucking peeking. I can't even see them because they had an optimized. Like, you have to play the game at all of the best advantages if you want to succeed and just surpass everyone else a lot easier, right? Because otherwise you're going to be playing on a shitty setup. It's like playing a video game on a fucking Nintendo Switch versus people that have full PC stack setups. You're just not going to win. It's just impossible. The game's built like that. The game's rigged. You have to figure out a way through at any means possible, especially at the very beginning when you're new to the industry. So for high ticket sales, for example, you will get asked for mock calls. You're gonna get asked for loom videos. If you don't optimize yourself and find every advantage and cheating your way into the industry, you're never gonna get hired on a position, bro. However, I personally, if I was hiring someone, I would much rather respect someone that's done 100 mock calls, picked a couple mock calls that they did well in, that they objection handled and that show their skill and ability, and he just, you know, faked some results and he made a 30 loom video with straight conviction, show that he's a man. That person is gonna succeed in anything, right? Maybe he faked his way into the industry, but he will close 10k, he will close 20k worth of deals, right? Worth of commissions. He will make it happen, and he's gonna be a fucking top performer because he cheated his way in. He actually tried, rather than the guy that's like, yeah, you know, I'm very new to the industry and I don't have any experience, and you know, I just like being very truthful. You're not gonna fucking win. No one's hiring you, bro. You're not gonna get hired. Rather than the guy say, yeah, I closed 10k last month. You know, here's my mock calls. I mean, here's my real calls. 8.5k commissions. Look at all these objections that I handled. Yeah, man, I'm gonna come into your industry and just crush it. I'm gonna be top sales rep. Then he comes in as top sales rep, just like me, just like how I did it. Top sales rep, start closing infinite amount of deals, bro. They can't fire me. Even if they figure out, oh, this guy didn't even close on an offer beforehand. It doesn't matter, bro. I'm a fucking top performing rep, bro. What are you gonna do? Fire me? Nah, I'm the G. I made myself into the industry. I'll start cracking jokes to the sales manager, bro. Yeah, I lied. And what? You gonna fire me? Nah, you're not. You know you're not. I'm fucking top performer. What can you do? But if you're gonna cheat your way into the industry, well, you have to. If like, bro, everyone that I speak to this in high ticket sales, they lied about the positions they're on beforehand. No one tells the truth about what they closed beforehand or the positions they're on. They just did massive amounts of action. So it doesn't matter if they lied because they're gonna perform anyway. They're gonna prove themselves anyway. So if you're trying to get into high ticket sales, bro, you need to lie yourself into the industry. But you have to match that with massive action, with massive amounts of mock calls, call reviews, watching professional calls, you know, becoming a very high performing sales rep without even fucking doing sales. And when you're in an industry and you've lied your way in somehow, or you've swindled your way in, now you're gonna close unlimited amount of deals anyway, and they're not gonna fire you because you're fucking printing cash for the company, right? You know, which guy realistically, bro, which guy is the one that's gonna succeed? The one that fucking, oh, I'm super honest about everything, and you know, I didn't do high ticket sales. This is my first position, but I'm gonna prove you right. Or yeah, bro, I closed 10k in deals last month. Here's my mock call. You know, these are all the ejections, bro. Realistically, that guy's gonna win just because of the amount of effort that he's putting in terms of making him stand out from the fucking competition. It's just part of the game, bro. Like, it's part. You can't escape that part of the game, bro. Like, it's just, you know, the world's just built like that, and you've got to figure your way into the industry. I'd be taking all the peptides I can get my hands on. I'll be taking all the fucking tests I can get my hands on. I'll be taking all that shit, bro. I'll be getting fucking tied up and shit. Maybe, who knows? Fucking leg lengthening. If that shit becomes like super fucking accessible and it's actually safe to do, then fuck it, bro. I'll be 6'4". Why not? Why not be 6'4"? I don't know, bro. Maybe not. Maybe I am. But I'm not. I'm not against that stuff because I know that it will give me an unfair advantage, which is stuff that you just need, bro. You need unfair advantages in this day and age if you want to compete with all the guys at the very top. But yeah, man, like 8.5k last month. But like I said, bro, you have to put in massive action. You can't just expect to cheat your way into an industry or cheat your way into success and then be incompetent. Only competent people can afford to cheat. If you're incompetent, you just cheated for no reason. You've made a bad name for yourself, and you're just gonna be seen as a fucking lying, cheating guy. However, if you're ultra competent and super convicted, and you've manifested your way into something, and you've seen the path, and you know there's no possible way you're gonna fail, and you're gonna make it happen regardless, and you've got that mindset instilled within you, and then you send a little white lie about, yeah, I closed 10K last month in commissions. Who cares, bro? You're gonna come in and crush it anyway. You get me? So you may as well just figure out how you're gonna get into the industry. When I was trying to get into a high ticket sales position, I was saying I was working with this guy. Yeah, I'm working with this guy. I closed 10K last month in commissions. Yeah, I made 10K in commissions last month. Found some random fucking screenshot. You know, now all of my results are real. If you go on my Instagram, if you go on everything that I posted is extremely real. I don't post shit anymore that's fake. At the very, very beginning of my journey, when I was trying to get into an industry, cool, I needed to figure a way out. But then now when you're printing cash and making money, don't fake anymore, bro. Real everything. Real everything. Make sure everything's real. Make sure everything's on point. Make sure you're sending proof and testimonials and all this stuff is actually real now. Because you will have to take the hard path, right? You're gonna have to take the long, annoying fucking you have to make it real afterwards, right? But at the very beginning, bro, to actually align yourself with a version of yourself that's succeeding, you're gonna have to fucking tell a little white lie here and there to get into a space. Like, bro, I can name so many names, but I don't want to name the names. Everyone's cheating, bro. Everyone's figuring a way to get an unfair advantage on the competition because, like, realistically, bro, you can't play with a bullshit operating system. You can't play with low level lacking results. So many guys in my DMs, right? Oh yeah, I'm gonna help you scale your personal brand. Oh, I'm gonna help you do this and that. They have no personal brands, bro. They don't even fucking want to fake. They don't want to buy fucking followers and shit, bro. At least fucking buy followers and just like fake the whole thing. Get your first, like all these OFM guys, all these guys that are printing cash with marketing agencies, OFMs, all that stuff. They faked all their results at the very beginning, bro. They faked all their results. They put on some random fucking screenshots of making cash. Hired a couple of high performing people for, like, let's say OFM for example, high performing OF models. They were competent enough to actually make them a lot more cash because they practiced everything. They were confident and competent, and they knew what they were doing, and they made cash because of it. And then now they got real results. Now they're actually one of ones in the industry. However, if they didn't fake their results at the very beginning, then they wouldn't have never have landed those high performing clients. It just wouldn't have happened. It's the same for marketing agencies, bro. Same for all these guys, man. That they obviously, bro, there are a lot of people that, you know, just grind it from the very beginning and make it happen. They get lucky. But do you want to really, like, kind of have your entire bloodline and career based off of luck? Not really, bro. But right now, bro, like, realistically, when you're in the industry, then you want to just completely switch everything and make sure it's all real because, you know, once people know about you, once you've got a name for yourself, you can't afford to be a faking, cheating guy. Because, yeah, you will get, like, fucking, what's his name? Liver King. That guy's a fucking retard. But he's still probably printing, so it doesn't even matter. Like, really, he's still probably making unlimited amounts of cash doing whatever he's doing. The Wolf of Wall Street guy, bro, he's scammed so many different people. Right now, he's sitting on millions. No one actually cares. He did, like, what, like 3-4 years in jail? I don't even know how long he did in jail. Now he's just out fucking printing generational wealth. Still. You get me? Because he made it happen. He willed his life into existence. You can't be a little beta cock, bro. Like, you just can't. If this message is like sitting bad in your heart, bro, what are you gonna do? Fucking change the rules on the chessboard? You can't do that, bro. The rules are the rules. The game's the game. It's a very difficult game to succeed in. There's a high amount of competition, which means you have to be extremely competent. You have to learn everything at the highest of its level. You have to put in massive action. And when time comes for it to show yourself in that light, you got to show yourself in that light, bro. You got to make sure that people know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing, and trust you. And then just come into the industry and just absolutely print generational wealth. Moral of the story, bro, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And if you want to play by the rules, it might take you fucking 25 years to see any sort of success. Playing by the rules is just very difficult to do, bro. It's very, very difficult to do. The rules are built to keep the rich people richer and the poor people poorer. If you want to see success in any industry, bro, you have to act like the rich, act like the version of yourself that is already making the money. And if that means telling a little white lie, but it's not really a lie though. Like, when I said I was making 10K a month on that previous offer, was it a lie? Because I came into the industry and made 9K in commissions in the first 6 weeks. So was it a lie? Not really, bro. Like, in my brain, it wasn't really a lie, right? Because I made the fucking cash and I made it happen. And I still put in massive action. I was taking calls 12 hours a day. I was watching back my calls. I was investing in mentorships. I was doing what I needed to do in order to stay in the industry and solidify myself as a high ticket closer and making 8.5K a month for the past 7, 8, 9 months now. If I decided to tell the truth and then I didn't end up on that position, I would still be in a warehouse working 12 hours a day, making no fucking money. So truly, bro, was it a lie? Or was it just something I had to do? Or was it just something that, needed to happen?